Hi, welcome to my channel, Rohit Speaks. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about is visceral fat. As you can say, my title says visceral fat is equal to heart disease. And that's something I believe people don't pay attention to. And I just wanted to make sure that you know what this kind of fat is. So visceral fat is basically the fat which is not in your skin layers, but also inside your abdomen gut. Basically, it's between your so that's your abdominal cavity, and inside that there is a fat layer which is surrounding your organs. So your fat layer surrounding the organs is called as visceral fat, while the outside one is called as subcutaneous fat or something which is inside your skin layer. But beyond your abdominal cavity, so basically surrounding your organs is a fat layer, and that is the visceral fat. And that layer of fat is very bad because it's, as you could see, it will start squeezing your organs. It's very bad for you. And a good indication is that you're a skinny fat person who has this kind of body which everything is thin but skinny, but your stomach is protruding. Basically, you have visceral fat in your system. And the causes of that is mostly stress, eating excess of fructose, which is not being broken down in your body. It directly gets converted into fat and surrounds and accumulates around your area in the beyond the abdominal cavity. Refined carbs, poor sleep, and most important, alcohol if it is not being digested properly. Um, and if I have to tell you what kind of carbs, complex carbs are good for you because it will break down, it will help you. Refined carbs are the ones which are tasty, but they are not good for you. Again, eaten in moderation. It's not that you have to completely avoid them, but you can eat like 10% of it. If you were consuming 90, that's a very bad part. You have to go to 10. So how to get rid of visceral fat? Again, this is something which can be reversed. You have to be more active. Most abnormally, pay attention to your diet. It has to be consuming more of protein, workout. There has to be a balance. So 50% protein, 20% fats, and 30% carbs. Is that's what your normal meal should look like. So you have to pay attention to the amount of protein you're consuming. And also the consumption should not be more than what your daily intake of calories is. And I mean, yes, alcohol can be reduced. Interval fasting could be improved. More probiotic, mostly yogurt and fermented foods are pretty good. Less carbohydrates, more complex carbs, as I indicated. These are the example of complex carbs and more fiber. Basically, a system should work fine. And avoid trans fats. Trans fats or saturated fats are the bad ones, like, for example, butter. Excess of butter is bad. So, I mean, these are pretty simple known reason for causing, but I wanted to let you know that visceral fat you might not see around you. You might not have that much fat in your skin, but you still having a protruding belly. Mostly it is because it's that fat which is surrounding your organs. So you would see some folks who are skinny, but their stomach is protruding mostly because they have visceral fat. And that could be also one of the reasons leading to heart diseases in early ages. So pay attention to your visceral fat. Make sure that is gone down. So always pay attention to that. So with that, I'll switch off this video and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.